So I got a pretty complicated setup here. Let's see what I got here. Let's see if I get this to focus. I have my boom mic over there, tripod setup over there, and it's quite a bit of setup. So hey everyone, today I wanted to combine kind of the vlog I'm doing, but I've been experimenting, playing around with my Fuji X100V. This camera is my everyday carry. I take it around with me everywhere. I love it just because of how small it is. There's a Dispo, I think that's the latest trending app that's hip among a lot of people. And that app is really about just kind of getting back into photography without too much editing. And so one benefit of this camera is you can load in film simulation recipes. And so there are a number of tweaks that you do. Shoot the image and straight out of camera you get a shot. And so what I'm trying to do is no edit, straight out of this camera, goes straight into publish without going to Lightroom and making adjustments. Sometimes I'll go in and adjust the exposure if I get it a little bit off, but I can tweak that around. But besides that, I try to do very little filters or anything with this. But the other thing I've been playing around with is the built-in mic is just too hollow. For me personally, it's not good enough for vlogging, and so I do need external solutions. I am trying out the Rode Wireless Go. It's a non-powered mic. Rode Wireless Micro is what it's called. And so it sits in the hot shoe here. I'm gonna plug it in. And I am getting a new wire. This one is default to the 3.5 millimeter, and unfortunately this camera uses a 2.5 millimeter, which really sucks. I don't know why they did that, but it's annoying. But I'm going to change this cable right now. I have this weird adapter, but if I plug that in, I now have a little vlogging camera as well. And so I've been using it like this. There's no selfie screen, so you really have to kind of figure out what you're doing with it. But all in all, I think this camera's kind of been the one that's going around with me a lot. That one right there is a Fuji X-T3. It's all rigged out, but it's heavy and it's not something I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using that for more production work where I'm doing high-end filming. But this one is my daily carry. So let me know what you think about the vlog that's been going on and whether the quality is acceptable. I haven't done too much with it because this is not rigged out. It doesn't sit on a tripod or anything, and so I have to kind of be creative where I put it. And rambling a little bit, but let's see. I also have the Tiffin 1/4 black pro mist. I think Moment creates one. What do they call it? Anyways, it's a diffusion lens. It kind of creates a little more analog-like look. Get away from this digital. It's interesting, as we become more and more digital with our phones, we kind of want to go back to film, and so I think this is a happy medium without doing 100% film, but I'm treating it as if it's a film camera by using these film simulations and making sure I set exposure, set all my settings correct. One shot, that's what I get. So let me know what you think. Okay, got this in vlogging mode. Right now I just did a recording for this video and just want to see how handheld, this is me just hand holding. It's probably shake a little bit. There's no IBIS, no stabilization built into this. I'm pretty sure this footage is going to be a little jerky, but let me know what you think. How's the built-in mic? Is it good enough? I feel like it's good enough versus I really just don't want to put in too much external stuff and just keep it really simple. So okay, so I wanted to show, here's my analog workspace, my office. I got just a roll of paper hanging there, sticky notes for ideas, of course the logo. Down here's the makerspace. Got a 3D printer that I need to kind of figure out a little bit more on how it works. Got a wall of, here's an iPhone 4S of its components broken out. Just tech love. And a little wall of old vintage cameras, lenses. My desk, stuff I'm working on. This is the master station over there. And this space is pretty small, but One, I wanted to see how is the X100V as a camera, a vlogging camera. This is the built-in mic. I don't want to go get an external mic. It doesn't work. I just need to make sure I'm getting the right focus because I feel like this might be a little bit too high. Question is the Fuji X100V, is it a decent vlogging camera? Again, I think I've owned all these Fuji cameras, and unfortunately none of them that I have flippy screens, so I think I'm just kind of aiming blind and hoping that the camera functions, but let me know what you think. Some coffee this morning. Excited. I'm in the ferry line heading to Vashon today, and yeah, take off my mask because I'm inside by myself. It's a somewhat snowy. I think we're supposed to have a big bloom of snow tonight, so but it's gonna be fun, and I think I'll catch up once I get inside the ferry, and we'll talk a little bit more. Hey, so hopefully the Fuji X100V is a decent vlogging camera. I'm really going to be trying to use this camera as my everyday carry, go with me everywhere. And right now I'm using it with the Rode Video Mic Go. It's just like a little plug-in one. What I don't like is this camera has a 2.5mm jack, so I have to put an adapter through it. And it's slightly annoying, slightly ugly. I got to get some wire management for it. One benefit of having this is a camera that's small enough I can carry on a strap with me all the time, versus some I got behind in my trunk right now is just my X-T3 rig. It's pretty large and it's on a professional tripod. That's a hefty thing. It's not something I'm going to carry around with me all the time except for specific shoots. I have been doing some shoots with my wife, and so it's stuff that's more corporate like, so I can't really publish it. But it'd be cool. I'd love to be able to get it out in the public at some point. A lot of my work just happens to be hidden behind corporate walls, so got to change that. The podcast is going pretty well. I'm on season 3, working on episode 4 around racism in America, just especially around Black History Month, around what's happening with the world right now, with the insurrection, the election, all the stuff. I really wanted to try to understand what's happening in the world, so I'm using the podcast as my vehicle to kind of do that discovery in a transparent way and get some good content out there for the world. I'd like to, I'm considering what season 4 is going to be, because I don't want to stay on this topic indefinitely. I do want to transition, but start weaving in elements of equity, weaving in elements of racial justice, and getting away from just talking it in isolation, because we need to talk about it in context of the whole. I got some good footage with Mike Rohde, who left me some voicemails on Instagram, so I might be able to use that as the bridge to transition to transitions. I think I formed my company in 1980, built around creating transitions. So let's talk about a few of the things that's been on my mind lately. I've been playing around a Clubhouse. I'm not into it. I don't think I like it. I think it's just a bunch of tech bros that have overhyped this thing up. It's a cool medium, but for the most part, content discovery, just you can't find. It's just such a mishmash. So I'm not sold on it. I'm playing around with this app called Yak. Everyone's trying to do this video, audio thing as well. I'm going to continue to double down on the podcast, because I think I put a preference on just more produced content. Decent. Ooh, huge amount of snowfall. walking to the forest trail. Try to take some shots with this Fuji X100V because we'll see if it works both as a vlogging camera, but also as it's actually a really good photography camera. That's what it's meant for. Here we go. Let's see.